A couple months ago, I decided I was going to remodel my downstairs. I had been working on YouTube videos in this room here for a few months, and it doesn't really give you that creative feeling that you want, you know? I just use it for there's the loud freezers in there, I got the mountain bikes in there, it's just kind of a mess. And in this room, I have my gym. My gross yellow gym that's all tan and gold, and there's mirrors leaning on the walls, and everything just looks... ugh. I've always had a dream to combine these rooms together as one functioning room, but I never really thought it'd be possible. It doesn't look like there's enough room, you know? This room's already taken up. There's too much stuff in there already. I can fit all that office stuff in there. Well, I decided one night to just go for it, and I started tearing everything apart. I went into the studio and I started breaking everything down and shoving things off to the side, tearing up the carpet, and I went into the gym and I started tearing everything apart in there and moving as much stuff as I could outside. I started disassembling my cable machine and moving it into a different spot to see if that would work. Just went crazy, made a huge mess, threw a bunch of stuff outside so I'd have some more room to work. And it was at this point I was feeling like, I don't know if this is gonna work. It looks like it's just not gonna happen. And then I decided to move some of the office stuff into the other room. So I grabbed the desk and I grabbed the computer and everything, and I was like, all right, let's just see what it looks like in the corner there. And to my surprise, it fit. Like, it doesn't even make sense. Like, the cable machine, the squat or leg press machine, the squat rack, everything, it just looked like it was gonna work. And I had this new carpet in there that kind of already started making everything look a little nicer. It was happening. It was gonna work. And then I looked at the wall there and I was like, man, I can get those mirrors up there finally. If I finally hung up the mirrors, if I maybe put down some rubber flooring there, I had all these thoughts, all these ideas about what I could do to make this room perfect. And I just kept hacking away at it. I thought it would be like a 1-2 night thing that I could just kind of make happen, but this turned into like a month-long ordeal. There was so much that happened. First thing I wanted was to have these rubber floor mats put in for that section of the gym, but there was all sorts of issues with them. When I got them, they were bow-shaped. I had to do all sorts of crazy cutting to make it so that they could fit into the room. It was just a mess. Like, you can see the bow right here. Like, see how it just curves off to the left? That's not because it's leaning off to the left. That's just what that roll is doing. And these were $400 for these two things. And they were kind of crumbling away at the bottom. It was a mess. But I decided to just muscle through it and do all the cutting and make everything work. And it just worked out. It ended up being just fine. It just ended up being a lot more work than I wanted. Now, another part I wanted to do was make the door soundproof. The door that I had previously was one of those weak, hollow doors that sound just travels right through and right underneath. So I looked up getting a solid door. And I've never put up a door before. I didn't know how this process worked. I just thought, oh, just get a door, a solid wood door, and I'll just swap it out with the other one. And I'll put some weather stripping on there. Bada bing, bada boom, you know? Soundproof door. Turns out it's a lot more to it than that. I had to really spend some time trying to figure out a way to make this door hang the same way as the other one did, because not all doors are the same. They don't standardize this, and if they do, or they're trying to, they don't do a very good job of it. So this took me probably 3 days to figure out a way to get this door up there. Not a skill of mine. And that's why you can see here that doors usually come with a door frame. But I wasn't going to tear out the door frame because it's a rental house. But whatever, I made it work. I got the door up. Another thing I wanted was some sound paneling in the studio part of the gym, just to kind of like dampen the sound a little bit and give it more of a I don't know, make the studio part of the room feel like a studio. And I found this really cool foam board, started slapping it up, and man, it just did so much. It really made, like, how cool this little nook is for doing recording. I'm sitting in front of it right now. It is so awesome. And totally, it does make a huge difference. The sound doesn't bounce around nearly as much. I think the last thing here, I was doing the mirrors. I wanted to get the mirrors up. I had a bunch of old or like nice studio mirrors, and I got 3 of those hung up finally. They leaned up against my wall for I don't know how many years. But man, that makes such a difference in a gym. And at this point, the gym was looking pretty good. I was pretty happy with it. But there was still something just not quite right. Like, it still had that kind of dull feeling. Like, I really like going to work out, and when I do, I usually have some nice headphones on. I'm jamming to some music. It's like it's an experience, and it takes you away from whatever the stress is of the day, and it just brings you to like another world. And this gym here that you're seeing, it can totally accomplish bringing you to another happy place, you know. And this studio is perfect, you know. Everything was just looking just right, but something was just missing. Something was missing, and that is lighting. Now, when I imagined having a gym, this is what I was hoping for. Just like, I don't know, it's just not, I know it's maybe a little childish to have some multicolored lights up, but it looks so good. And it is such an experience to come down here and work out. And when you got some music playing, it's just beautiful. It's just an awesome room. It's really cool to be in. It's awesome to just have that in my house. And I just wanted to share that with you in case you are trying to start your own gym in your house, or if you have one and it looked gross like mine did, you can consider getting some cheap lights. These lights I got, I mean, they're from Govee. I'll put some links down in the description spot if you want to take a look at them. But I mean, I just got 2 of these light bar stands in the back there. I have a light strip going underneath the mirror and a light strip going behind my cable machine. And those combined make the room look awesome. Alright, that's all I got for this video. Feel free to let me know what you think down in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one.